I used to be Prime Minister, obviously, so I'm very familiar with dealing with terrorism, the challenge of terrorism. We put enormous resources into it, and the governments continue to do that. The threat is always evolving, unfortunately, and it is very difficult to prevent single acts of terror, particularly when people are acting by themselves or, as it appears this time, with a father and son. Where there are elaborate conspiracies, often intelligence can identify it in advance. I don't know. Perhaps none of us know. I certainly don't know. But if this was just two people acting together, then it is very, very, very hard to predict that or preempt it. And so security is critically important. The perimeter security of events like this is very important. You may remember some years ago there was an issue with vehicles being used to mow down passers-by in terrorist acts, and we took a number of measures to improve the perimeter security of places with bollards and so forth, and that was one response. Here, this is so unlike what we have experienced and expect in Australia. I think a legitimate question has been raised about how the father, the 50-year-old, had so many guns. They were all licensed, but I think a very fair question has been asked is why somebody living in suburban Sydney was licensed to have so many long arms. It really is surreal to imagine that this could happen in Bondi. I mean, this is part of our lives. It's part of our community. It's a community that's very diverse, very multicultural. I spent my whole life in and out of Bondi, literally. So I'm still struggling to believe this happened, but it did. And so what we have to do is respond with love and with strength, with solidarity. We have to put our arms around the Jewish community. We have to show them that we love them, that we'll support them, and we'll stand by them no matter what happens. And this is literally the worst that you could imagine.